Hey guys, I'm Marty Geek. In this video, I have a hands-on look of another Windows handheld PC gaming device. This is from OneXPlayer, and this is the new latest OneXFly. This is going to be available very soon. I think around August 1st is going to be going live on Indiegogo. I'm not doing the normal conventional unboxing because this is how I received the system inside of the case, which is awesome. I hope that if you buy this, you actually get this case included. And of course, I also got the charging cable, which is USB-C, and also the brick, which I believe it's like a 60 watt, I believe it is, because this right now has a 48 watt battery. So most likely that's the size of that. So here is what I got when you open it up. Of course, I got the system inside of this sleeve, just like you normally get it when it's in the box, but of course this case I was in a case. So here is the system. Of course the case, hopefully, I don't know if the case is actually going to come with the system, but hopefully it does, because you always need a case to carry these things around to protect them. So this is the OneXFly from OneXPlayer. This is how it looks. Of course it has the buttons right here, which are Hall effect buttons. You got the D-pad right here. You got the normal conventional buttons right there, the triggers, and also here you got some shoulder buttons as well. Right next to it, you got, like, instead of having buttons here in the back, you have these right here. And you got a USB-A, USB-C, headphone jack, power button, the volume button right there. Over here in the bottom, you have another USB-C port. Keep in mind, this is meant to be the prototype. That's why it has that label right there. Is a prototype. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it also says it has Harman Audio EFX. This has amazing, very, very good audio. And of course, you got the OneXPlayer brand right there as well. And let's go and turn it on. That way you guys can see how it looks when you turn it on. And also the very cool RGB around it. OneXPlayer. Of course, like I said, this is Windows 11 running on this device. Like, see that? Loaded up pretty fast from shutdown. And what's cool also about these RGB, they are of course customizable. I'm going to turn this off. Great, I got pop-ups here. Here you got the OneXPlayer, OneXFly brand right there, which looks pretty damn cool. They change color based on the RGB that you choose over here. They also change color as well. And over here, the cool thing about this model of the OneXPlayer, OneXFly, is that you can also customize your RGB here. You can personalize your RGB emblem, which right now, like you see right there, it says Mark TG, which is Mark the Geek. And it's really cool. I like the way it looks. Of course, it doesn't get too bright. It would have been nice if it was like an OLED little screen that you could customize, like the ROG tablet or laptops. That would have been very cool. But yeah, that is really nice. Now, here in the front, what we're seeing right now is a 7-inch 1080p 120 hertz screen. That is awesome. And of course, 16:9 ratio. 450 nits of brightness, which is awesome. And the cool thing about this device is that it has barely any bezels on top and bottom of the screen, making the device feel very, very small compared to a lot of other 7-inch screens like the ROG Ally, the Steam Deck. This looks tiny against those devices. And the cool thing is that inside of this, it has the latest AMD 7840 Zen 4, and the GPU is the 780M. So you will get very good performance when it comes to playing video games on this device. Also, you can use it as a PC if you connect it to a monitor, which is amazing. On this model that I have right here, actually has a 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is for me a little bit overpowered, and also a 1 terabyte SSD, which is insane as well on this tiny device. Like I said, it does feel small in your hands. So that's something that I'm so impressed, that it feels so small in my hands, considering it has a screen as big as the ROG Ally and as the Steam Deck. It's insane how small the device actually feels, that I actually had to even measure it out myself to make sure I'm actually not being bamboozled by this being a 7-inch screen. And yes, it's a 7-inch screen. It's not OLED, but it looks really good, especially when you're playing video games here. I'm going to be showing gameplay here on video so you guys can see how cool it actually looks. And I have no complaints whatsoever when it comes to performing games here on this device. Also, the size of this also makes it lighter as well. It's only 580 grams versus the ROG Ally, which is 608 grams, the deck, which is 669 grams. It's insane how awesome and how light it actually feels. And construction wise, I'm telling you, of all the devices that I've been getting, lately when it comes to Windows gaming device, this feels really, really, really high end, and it feels very well designed as well. Of course, it also comes in white as well, which in my opinion looks better. I prefer white devices, but if you like black devices, you're not going to be disappointed because this is very nice looking, especially because of the RGB. I really like how they look. I really like how they look, the emblem and customizable. Everything looks so cool. If you guys saw my prior video for the AOK Zoe, it actually has the same interface here when it comes to game management. This is called the One X console, I believe. So right now I have like Spider-Man Remastered, Forza Horizon 5, Mortal Kombat 11, Resident Evil 4, Ravenlock there. If you want to add a game, you just click right there and click scan. It will scan your system. So if you download games from like Epic or Steam or Xbox Game Pass, they all gonna appear right there. That's the cool thing about it. It doesn't matter where you download it from. That's awesome. So also, of course, when it's gonna take this out, right? You press right here, and you got the other portion here. You can actually go change the wattage from all the way down to, let me see, I believe it's down to 4 watts. You can take it all the way up to, let me see, I think it's 30 watts. Yeah, 30 watts, all the way up to 30 watts. But if you want to save battery, believe me guys, you want to keep it around the 20 or less to save battery life. Also, you got the CPU. You can actually control the CPU percentage you want to use. You also have the fan. You can customize the fan as well, the preset for the fan. You can also customize vibration. The higher you put it, of course, the higher the vibration is going to be. I leave it on slight right there. You can also change resolution. Like I said, this is 1080p, but if you want on the fly, you could just switch it to 720p, just like that. Boom. And honestly, I recommend to actually play your games on 720p if you want to get better battery life, and the performance is actually going to be even better as well. But believe me, at 1080p, this system runs the games super smooth, which is most of the gameplay you're gonna see here on the video. They are all running at 1080p. Okay, so switch back to 1080p, switches back very easily. Here you can also customize the colors, the RGB. So if I want to change here like that, changes like that. You want to change it to like this, changes like that. You can also go like this, colorful, so it changes color. I like this portion right here, which makes it like solid colors. I like to keep it like that, solid, and I think the colors as well pop up over here as well. Look at that. I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool like that. And of course, you can also, if you click right here, it will show you the meters or the parameters of the games. So click right there. Here you got the brightness. Like I said, the brightness for this device, it will take you all the way up to 450 nits, which is good enough for a handheld device. Here you got the option to clean with one click. You just clean up the RAM. And if you click right here, it took you back to the console portion of this device. And the awesome thing about this device, which is the great thing about all the Windows gaming devices, is that you will be able to play your Xbox Game Pass games here natively on this device without any fuzz whatsoever. That's the awesome thing about these Windows gaming devices. Okay, boom. There you go. This is the Steam OS big picture, which is basically makes it look like a Steam Deck. Look at that, that's awesome. So you got my library here. If you used a Steam Deck before, you know you're gonna be very familiarized with this. This is awesome. I think it's really cool. And of course, if you click right here, you take you to the store, and you can get your games from there as well. You know, it's really awesome. Click right here, it'll take you back and forth to the home screen or to the desktop. That's awesome. And also, like I said, these shoulder buttons right here, they has like 2 shoulder buttons right there. I believe they are customizable, but the cool thing right now is that you could click on it and it opens Xbox Game Bar, which from here you can actually launch a game if you want, or you can open Steam, you can open the Epic Launcher, you can open the Xbox, or you could click right here and it will take you to this section right here, which lets you see the performance of the device. It also lets you record gameplay and all that, you know, just like you could in like on your laptop. You can actually do it here as well. That's so cool. Click right there and it opens up the Xbox Game Pass. Same thing, if you are in a game, you still can press it as well and launch something else like Steam Deck. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yep. Go back. And that's it. And of course, like I said, this thing also has amazing audio thanks to the Harman Audio EFX. And I'm going to show you guys right now here on the video.
Your kin descended from Outworld.
How would you know that?
You have the blood of cryomancers.
Round 1, fight.
So yes, that's how the audio sounds coming from this device. Very nice. Also, let me do a fast comparison before I finish this video versus the Steam Deck, so you guys can see. This is the comparison, the Steam Deck, a little device. Look at how little this thing actually looks. Sorry for the lights here. Also, let's go and show you guys versus the Nintendo Switch. It's a little bit more closer in size when it comes to, you know, on the Nintendo Switch. Look at that. Bump. Very nice. Also, let's go and show you guys the PlayStation Vita. That's the PlayStation Vita. Look how small the Vita looks. Oh, the Aya Neo Air, bro. The Aya Neo Air, which is a 5.5 inch screen. Look how 7 inch. Very awesome, considering this is a 7 inch versus a 5.5 inch screen. And of course, if you watch my channel, you know that I made a video for this beast, which is the AOK Zoe A1 Pro. This has an 8 inch screen, which is insane. And this, of course, 7 inches. And look at the humongous size differences between these two devices. And keep in mind, this has almost the same power as the A1 Pro. The only big difference here is the size. 8 inch versus 7 inch, ultra thin bezels versus, you know, moderate bezels. And of course, this, the AOK Zoe, still has battery life because of the size of the device. It has a huge battery life. But this right here, you know, the 48 watts battery that's in it, it will give you around 2 hours to almost 3 hours of battery life, depending on what you're playing on this device. And of course, if you want to get the most battery life, I just truly recommend to just go to 720p, because 720p on a size like this, it just looks great. It just looks great, and the games are gonna run better, and also the battery life is just gonna last longer. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like I said, right now as I'm making this video, I don't have the real price for this device, and Indiegogo is not live yet, but I believe it's gonna go live around August, the first week of August, something like that. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments and I will answer them. And of course, hit the links in my descriptions, that way you can actually read a little bit more about this device. And also, if you want to get the latest news of the OneXFly or the Indiegogo link, is going to be in my video descriptions. So thanks for watching this video. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.
You still down there? Yep, still here. Just checking. Here, give me your hand. I'm good, actually. Okay. Want me to draft? Nope. I'll do it tomorrow. I do. It's a control thing. Sure. Let's just enjoy the serenity, shall we? Got a dumb question. So much for that. How do you know the tusk is still there? It would have turned up in a museum or something by now, right? Plus, I haven't seen any Hoysala exhibitions. I've never even heard of the Hoysala before this job. Yeah, well, that's the fault of their last king, really. Young, restless, flaunted his empire's wealth, built a new capital.